Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to What's Up With That, the show that brings you interesting people, places, cultures, and subcultures here in the South Bay, the San Francisco Bay Area, the state of California, and beyond. And tonight, what's up with dodgeball and trampoline dodgeball? What kind of people participate in this sport? And what are the rules and regulations for both dodgeball and trampoline dodgeball? Anyways, it all sounds a lot of fun, but let me tell you a story. I was talking about to some of my friends that we were going to do a show on dodgeball and trampoline dodgeball. And they said, yeah, that was a good movie. Yeah, it's like the David and Goliath, man. He was so good. They were so mean. And so I started thinking, well, you know, how true is that? I mean, how competitive do these people get? And they probably get the same response when someone comes into dodgeball. They're thinking a lot about the movie, or they probably heard it a million times and they're saying, Andrew, will you just please shut up? Well, anyway, tonight we're going to learn about this sport. They're the same sport played in a different venue. And here to talk about it are experts in the field. Please welcome to the show. This is Nathan. He's from Silicon Valley Sport and Social Club. What's up?
Much.
How you doing?
Good, pretty good. Thanks for having us.
We have Mark here from Great Jump Sports in Milpitas, California, and he is a volleyball player, a referee, and a coach. A man of many trades, huh?
Yes.
So you go, boy. What's up? And finally, we have Alejandro. He's also from Silicon Valley Sport and Social Club. How you doing?
What's up? Chilling, man. Just chilling.
So traditional volleyball. So you play traditional volleyball.
Yes.
Describe how that goes. Okay.
Traditional volleyball, you have your two teams set up on a basketball court, and just basically throw the ball to the other team to get the last person out, and then you start the game back over again.
Okay.
So nothing special about it, just the basic dodgeball.
Yeah. We'll get into it.
Right.
There's more to come. So, trampoline.
Trampoline dodgeball. There's a lot going on with trampoline dodgeball, especially since you have the trampolines, these giant 8x8 mats that are
that
walls
little
completely.
thing. Just
that little thing, just that small thing.
Happens to just be there. Yeah.
A lot of, but it's basically the same thing as regular dodgeball, except a few different rules. There's different variations of the game that you can play, but it's two of the games are pretty similar.
So when I'm thinking of trampoline dodgeball, as opposed to playing on a court, do you have to be like a gymnast?
Oh no! It's
I'm just seeing people doing,
flipping. Right, because they use these trampolines in gymnasiums and stuff for that type of thing. But no, I mean anyone can do it. You get on trampolines, you start jumping, and it's a fun way to dodge balls because you can jump up high, Matrix style, kind of dodge it. So it's a lot of fun on trampolines.
Yeah, well, it looks like fun. I got to see it. I was like, wow, that looks like fun. So, rules. There's got to be rules in this game. Okay, let's go through let's start with you. What are the rules, or you?
I just know my least favorite rule, and it's not hitting anyone in the face. Because that seems to be the highlight of the night. When someone gets dinged,
Does it like knock you out of the game or something?
You got to sit out for a while. But
you got to sit in your little chair in the corner.
It's an emotional knockout.
Yeah, emotional knockout. Bad dodgeball player. Sorry.
The mean one.
Yeah, they're all like, ugh. We don't like him.
Yeah, well, I mean, our rules basically just anything from the shoulders down count. If you get hit anywhere, you're out. If the ball bounces on the ground first then hits you, then you're safe. But anytime the ball hits the ground, it's always a dead ball. If it's the wall, it's a dead ball. Or let's say you have a ball in your hand. If I could show you, you have a ball, you can block one and have it go somewhere else. But as long as that ball doesn't hit you first, like you're still good to be in the game.
So let's see. Okay, so you have a ball and you're gonna block it. It hits your finger.
If it hits your finger first, then I mean you gotta take a seat.
Then you hope the referee doesn't see it, right?
Hope the referee doesn't blow.
Yeah, we never do. Trust me.
There's a lot of cheating going on, but you gotta make sure.
I know.
That's what happens when it gets really competitive. It's you're in the heat of the moment. Like, no, I didn't get touched, and then it just comes down to the ref. A lot of games boil down to that one.
Boy, I bet you've heard just everything, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I hit her first. Now it's back and forth, all crazy.
So, what about the rule for trampoline?
Trampoline, it's pretty much exactly what they were saying. If you're hit, you're out. No face shots. And the way we play is if you're hit in the face, you're not out. nobody's out. Usually if someone hits them in the face, it's, oh, it was an accident. So they kind of weasel their way out with that one. But there's a couple of variations to the way the game will end. With theirs, everyone's out until you start over again. For us, there's something called jailbreak, which you can do, and that's for the referee to decide when a certain amount of people come out of the game and the playing field is a little thinned out with players. You can say jailbreak, and everyone will come back out and resume on their team.
Okay.
Which is a way to kind of keep the game cycling.
Okay. So I want to go on this referee thing for a second, because we didn't have any scripted questions for it.
Right.
Not that we script questions.
Well,
so don't get me wrong. We think of questions. What do you do when you get like the real pissed off person in your face? Because I can just see it now.
Yeah.
You know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah. You just gotta be like, sit out. You gotta be really firm. It's important when you're the referee, because you got all the people yelling at you. You can't be a pushover when you're a referee, because if you let one kid, all right, I'll let you stay in, then all the other kids are think it's okay, or all the other people, and especially when you get big kids playing in there, it gets.
Oh yeah, that sense of justice, I tell you.
Oh yeah.
So what's like the worst thing anyone's ever said to you?
These are my
favorite questions.
Said to me, well, you get some cussing, but I've seen something worse happen to someone else at a facility somewhere in San Jose. There was this kid sitting out, and I don't know why, she's having a conflict with this other girl, this older girl. She walks right up and she socks him in the face. Just straight up hits him in the face. He's crying, and then you got the police coming over to this place, and it's just a disaster. And we're all just like, oh no.
Those kids of today, what are we gonna do with them? I tell you. So. Training, okay. Actually, let's talk about the athletes. How good a shape are most dodgeball athletes? What kind of what kind of sport is it in terms of because I'm saying for the potential dodgeball players, what do they need to expect?
I mean, just like the movies, give me your average Joes. Like you can have someone who just wants to go out because they want to have a pitcher of beer after the game. They'll show up. You got people who are really in shape who want to play. Like in our league, we have a team that's all trainers at the Sound Athletic Club who play. We also have a
cheater.
Yeah. But we also got a team of just people who just want something to do on a Monday night to come out and play dodgeball. So.
But you dress them all up like average Joes, right? So when they come out, they're like, oh, this is gonna be a pushover, man. We're gonna wipe them out. Well, we're gonna go to a short commercial station break, and we'll be back to talk more about dodgeball and trampoline dodgeball. So stick with What's Up With That.
Hi, I'm Ted Lempert, president of Children Now. We're a children's advocacy organization that seeks to ensure that every child has the opportunity to reach their full potential. And in addition to advocating on behalf of kids for sound education and good health care, we put out studies and a report card on how children are faring. So we encourage you to come to our website at childrennow.org, where you can get information on how children are doing in your community and throughout the state, and also give you information and tools so that you can work with us and help us make a difference and ensure that every child has the opportunity to reach their full potential. Thank you.
Hi, welcome back to What's Up With That. We're here with dodgeball and trampoline dodgeball players, referees, the whole shebang here. And I want to ask all of you, we'll start with you, why dodgeball? How'd you get interested in dodgeball?
Just growing up, elementary school, middle school, playing dodgeball. It's an awesome game. Just very fun. And I mean, now growing up as an adult, you don't really have a chance to go back to your childhood and play games. So when Nathan brought it up,
that's not necessarily true, but
right. But Nathan brought it up, say, hey, let's play dodgeball. Like, we're gonna have this league going on. So all right, why not? Let's check it out. Got a group of friends together. Started promoting it, and then just ended up being something really fun.
Well, you brought up something to mind to me, because we played dodgeball at my school, and you realize the ones who, understand the rules, which we'll get to in a minute, apparently, and there's the ones who are just playing poor sports. Okay, do you know of people who play dodgeball as a very poor sport?
Oh yeah,
I know the answer
watch
already.
The game, people are gonna be cheating. No matter, I mean, because no one, if you're in the heat in the moment, especially because every team has their athletes and they also have their people who are going to be sitting in the back of the line who don't really want to get in the game. So let's say that person throws the ball at you. You don't want to be the guy who gets out from, let's say, the wimp on the team.
Oh, no.
So if you get hit, you're like, no, that guy didn't hit me. Like, you got people out there who just don't want to admit that a certain person hit them with the ball, or they just don't want to get out of the game.
You ought to like work up a little skit with that, so you got like some backups. Like, what are you talking about? No, they hit me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then there'll be you have to come in.
Oh yeah, and then, that's where refereeing comes in, and that's always fun.
So why did you get interested in dodgeball?
I mean, like you said before, like I've always grown up playing dodgeball. I love the idea of taking the ball and being able to throw it at someone in an organized way, and not just in someone's backyard.
And I think that's the big difference in this sport. You know, it's like you're actually aiming to peg someone, right?
Yep.
It's like, go ahead.
And like traditional dodgeball, when you play, like when you think about your elementary school, you got those big rubber balls where if you get hit in the face, you're out and you're knocked out, and
the kids crying.
Yeah, your kids crying.
Drama.
I mean, you got these balls with like this foam composite. So if you get hit by this thing, you get hurt. You're gonna get hit by a feather falling out of the sky because it's just a sponge hitting you in the face. So it's like it attracts more people with this light ball that is not gonna hurt.
Yeah. Well, I bet it hurts a little bit sometimes.
We'll have to try that.
Psychologically.
Yeah.
If the right person's throwing it, you can make it hurt. Just the way you position
see?
the ball. I mean,
I'm already getting it now. I can see
we need
it.
a quick demonstration.
I got it here now. It's making sense. Okay, now you played trampoline dodgeball. How'd you get interested in that?
Mostly because I hated dodgeball when I was younger. I was always the kid who was at the very, very back of the team because the other big kids were throwing the giant rubber balls. You know, and I get hit in the face. I was always the last one.
the wimpy one, right?
Yes, sir.
Just
so now this is my time. I felt, now I'm gonna get revenge. So now I'm referee and I can call out kids and be like, no.
Yeah.
And we got these, which is so much better. It makes everyone happy. I mean, if we were still using big rubber balls, there would be problems.
So bad to be traumatized by childhood, huh?
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
At my middle school, we actually played a game similar to dodgeball. It's called slaughter ball. And we used like these kickballs, and every time it was like a rainy day, like 6th graders, 7th graders, 8th graders would like compete against each other and just all out, super hard throws. And
yeah, and they get those playground balls that are like this big. You got a little kid, man.
And I remember a couple times knocking down a couple girls running across, just hitting their legs, not going for the head, of course, but just hitting those legs and just smacking the floor hard.
You said, score! Yeah, right. Score!
I felt pretty bad after that.
I got that one.
But
yeah, you felt bad for a couple minutes.
A lot. Right? It's a lot. This dodgeball, you don't feel too bad if you hit girls with them or guys. Is the same. It's fun.
Okay, so let's talk about the teams. Okay, so how many members are on a team? Is there a position they have to be in? Is there a captain?
For our league, we have a minimum of 6 people on a team. So it's usually we have a minimum of 2 girls on a team too. So it's usually 2 girls, 4 guys in the game. And you get as many people as you want because we play like a round robin style. So it's going to be a 3-minute game or the first to get all 6 out. But the game could be 30 seconds long or the game could be 3 minutes long. So, but we play a series. So you're going to play a best of 3 against one team.
Okay.
So you can always rotate people in the games for the different sets of the games.
Okay, so take me to the beginning. Okay, so there's 2 courts, right?
There's one basketball court.
Yeah, one basketball with the line down the middle. Okay, now what happens after that?
So you line down the middle, you have all 6 balls lined up on that line, spread out, and you have your 2 teams on the baselines of the basketball court.
Right.
And so the referees go in the middle, they're going to say, ready, dodgeball, start the game. And all people on the sides, they're going to rush in, grab a ball, and then you have to come back to your midway line on your court before you can throw the ball.
Okay.
So it's a free-for-all to the balls, and then you have to branch out, and then you can start throwing them.
See, that's different than the way that we play it with my kids because we run up to the line.
Yeah.
And it's just a free-for-all.
Oh, you start right there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. You're like ducking. You're like,
Yeah.
And then you get these little kids. This is my story in dodgeball, right? Okay, so I have this kid. He's a 3rd grader, but he looks like a 6th grader, and he throws like Godzilla, right? But he's big. I shouldn't be saying this. It's not politically correct, but it's so I know he's not going to get there first, so it's like, Marcos, don't run up there because we're going to get you. Boom, you know?
Yep.
Anyways, that's my story. So how about in trampoline dodgeball?
In trampoline dodgeball, a little bit different the way the court is set up. Usually when the way the court is set up, you have these massive trampoline mats that are connected to make one big court. And we have something special called the safe zone in the very middle. And what that is, it's a long strip that's a trampoline also. And during the course of the game, whenever a person is standing in the middle, it's the safe zone, and you cannot be hit while in the safe zone.
Yeah,
so,
right.
No.
I'm sorry.
It's an accident.
I know, I promise.
I guess the better phrasing is it won't count. It won't count if you get hit. So you get 5 seconds to be in the safe zone, to do whatever, to mock someone on the team, or to grab a ball out of the middle, or steal their ball, or something. So
do something mean and evil, right?
Applauding all the way.
Okay, of course. So how about like injuries? Do people get injured in dodgeball?
Emotionally, yes. Physically, it happens. Like maybe you might just be in the air and get hit. You're gonna fall awkward, but nothing that some ice can't fix up.
Yeah.
I think our worst injury that we encountered was when everybody runs up to get the balls. They clashed like one hand on each ball, and just both parties fell like backwards, and just little like head burst, but that's it, you know. Just some ice. Yeah, and then everyone's ready to go. Just a little more fire in the belly.
So what is okay, if we want to talk about like injuries, do the team members collide a lot? Do you ever have that situation?
I can't say I've ever seen actual team members collide, because it's pretty a spread out area where you're never going to be that close to your own team member. So
when you're out on the mat, I'm going to ask you, okay, out on the court, what's going through your mind? Because I would assume that you have to be.
Yeah, it's just I'm just looking every which way and just trying to not get hit and figure out who's their best player on the other team to go versus them, you know. So just trying to figure out, I guess, strategize in a way to help out my team.
So you've learned to do the leap with the legs?
Right, yeah, you learn a lot of just whatever. If the ball's coming which way, you just got to get out of the way. So sometimes you put a hand down and pick your feet up, or just duck or roll, or just all kinds of things you wouldn't even think of. It just comes natural.
Right.
Just like any other sport.
It's like instinct, right?
Right.
It's like a little mouse and the cat going on. All right, we're going to see some footage from your
Great Jump Sports.
Great Jump Sports, thank you. And check it out. You'll see a little bit about what we're talking about. All right, as you can see, that's some pretty awesome stuff. You're going to have to check it out. You're going to have to go down there. You're going to have to join a dodgeball league. Why not? Sounds like something fun to do. So let's talk about teamwork, okay? What makes for a good dodgeball or trampoline dodgeball team? Why don't you start?
Oh, that's hard to say, because it's pretty hard to say which are the good ones. A lot of people that play a lot, I guess, is the best combination for a good team. You want to get someone that people are experienced and stuff that can work together and come up. I've seen some kids come up with some pretty creative, teamwork efforts to eliminate the other team that go by pretty well.
Like, give me an example.
So we have one move, because everything is basically with trampoline dodgeball. You're jumping while you're throwing. So you have else crazy chaos. So some kids will pretend to throw a ball and they'll duck and they'll purposely miss the kid, but they'll have someone right behind them that'll hit them. So they'll have all these distractions. Some kids will take a ball and they'll throw it up at them and they'll hit them with the other ball. So any type of distraction, misdirection, you know, that you can do messing with the other players is always effective.
I like it.
Oh yeah.
I like it. They're thinking.
Oh yeah.
What about you? What do you think makes up for a good team?
Good team, you gotta have your studs, but you also have to have your people who are shy about the game. Because people who are really into dodgeball, they're gonna be at the front of the line, like telling people, like egging people on, like hit me. But you also have those people who are gonna stay back, who are kind of scared to get hit, because they're the ones who are gonna stay in the game for a longer period of time and make the game last longer. So you need a good mix between your All-Americans and your just average people.
So you had mentioned something earlier. You said this, that you. With your group, you have to have 2 girls on a team, correct? Okay. Is there a difference in the way girls and boys play volleyball?
Yeah.
I don't want to sound sexist here.
Yeah.
Just a question. Curiosity.
Yeah. The guys are a lot more into the game. We just want to just hit somebody as hard as they can. The girls are seeing these balls flying in all directions as hard as they can, and a lot of them are just like ducking their heads, being scared of the game.
Yeah, like so they pick and choose when they should kind of get into the mix of things. So a lot of times they'll duck more than the guys. The guys are always trying to catch the balls, when the girls are like, nah, let that one go. Like, I'll catch one. I'll catch one that I know I can catch. Like, I'll be for sure about it. But
they won't go after just like.
Yeah, they're not. And then it leads to a lot of the guys getting out more than the girls. Like
so the girls, in essence, are the last 2 in the game,
the,
right?
The girls are vital for your team winning.
It ends up actually being 2 girls against 2 girls, right?
That's always what it comes down to.
I bet. I could already see it. Okay. Special equipment. Well, let's start with you because yours sounds a little bit more.
Right. For trampolines, we have something that we use at our facility called spider shoes. Because of the special material that the jumping mats are made out of, the trampolines, there's a special material. You can check that out. You feel the very bottom. It's very rough and very rigid. And what the spider shoes allow to do, it's just like Spider-Man. You literally run up the walls with these. Kids will run across, because the walls are trampolines too. You can literally run across these slanted walls and peg people on the dodgeball court, or just for normal jumping.
Wow.
It's pretty impressive to see what kids can do with these shoes.
There you go. Cool. So what about, do you wear any, I mean, I'm going to have to ask a question. Do you wear like protective gear or whatever? I don't know.
Not, I think, well, our team, we just had headbands for the sweat and wristbands, but that also goes with the look of our uniform.
Yeah.
So you play on a basketball court, I would assume, something like that. People sweat. Do people like slip and fall and all that stuff, or?
Oh, it's not so intense where you're gonna have sweat puddles on the ground, but I mean, you can always do the old NBA trick of wiping your feet, get that dust off.
The only reason I brought that up is because I was thinking about your Spider-Man shoes here, and I would know a trampoline, does it get slick?
No. Usually it doesn't, because the trampoline, just the material it's made out of, it doesn't absorb any type of thing. And even if there was anything slippery on the trampoline, a type of moisture, these shoes are just, they're pretty tough.
Okay, so how widespread is dodgeball and trampoline dodgeball? How big of there are tournaments and national champions, and there's got to be, but.
Yeah.
I just answered your question. Thank you. No more questions. Okay, we done? No. How widespread is dodgeball?
It's pretty big. Like there's always underground dodgeballs you can find. I know with trampoline dodgeball, it's something that's so unique that it's just completely different than regular dodgeball. But like for us, like our big thing is our league is an over 21 league, because we have a tournament every night, and the winner of the tournament gets free pitchers of beer at the bar upstairs. So
see, your membership's going to go up already. I can feel it going.
So like we do dodgeball mainly like on like a social setting where you want to come out with your friends, meet new people.
Right.
And so like our main thing isn't necessarily dodgeball, but it's going upstairs to the bar, hanging out, socializing. After you just peg some guy in the face and just buy him a picture afterwards.
Joke about it.
Yeah. He's like,
It's for that black guy.
Yeah. There he is. Okay, so how about for you? Is there a social aspect of this, or is this just a?
Definitely so. You know, mostly with the teams, with the type of teams you get. A lot of kids come in with their friends, and they work really hard to put together a really good team, which is very impressive to watch. And I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's socializing with people, you know, jumping on the trampolines. I mean, it's not, trampoline dodgeball is not as widespread, as he said, as normal dodgeball, but it is becoming very slowly. Because, I mean, it's jumping, it combines these two different elements of kind of gymnastics and the fun of dodgeball.
I keep thinking of people, you know, those would be the perfect.
Oh, we got some people that do flips and throw the balls and all type of acrobatics, you know. So it's pretty crazy. It gets intense.
It is cool stuff. So think of a person that you know that plays dodgeball that every time that person steps out on that court, you're dust.
There's always that person that just rubs you the wrong way on the other team. That's either like, man, this guy is just destroying me, or I really just want to hit this person with the ball like as hard as I can. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's with every single sport. There's going to be someone on the other team who you look at and you're like, this guy's ridiculous. But the beauty about dodgeball is that when someone can have a great game, and sometimes someone can have a terrible game. Like it's almost luck if you catch somebody's ball. So it's really just getting out there and seeing what you got.
Okay, so let's talk. We're getting close to the end of the show. Let's talk about losing. Okay. No. Let's talk about losing, because I'm a sore loser myself. So how do you react once you go up to the bar? You're all like, we wiped it out. You got smacked, brother.
I honestly couldn't say, because my team, we won. We were winners every single night. Well, so we were just on top of it. So, but I'm sure it wasn't too fun for everyone else. But we try to make it fun after getting everybody up there and just talking. You know, like, hey, maybe next time, or maybe you guys should try a little harder. But hey, just keep on trying. You know. But our team was just, we were on point every week, just taking it down. Team Iguanas. So
okay,
that's what.
Iguanas on the loose.
Yep.
All right, we have like 30 seconds left. Any final comments anyone wants to say about dodgeball?
Oh, dodgeball. Come prepared. Come prepared to be defeated or win. You know, it's a diehard game out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All in all, it's a lot of fun though. No matter what, just come out. Be ready to have a good time.
And don't be afraid to get in if you're just a regular person. Like everyone plays. It's not like a super competitive game.
Anyways, dodgeball rules. And to all of our fans out there and people just walking down the street, if you see something interesting and you wonder to yourself, hey, what's up with that? Well, tune into our show, What's Up With That, and maybe you'll find exactly what you're looking for. We'll see you next week on What's Up With That. Good night, everybody.